The Little Bear and the Honest Deer. In the heart of the green forest, where tall trees and colorful flowers grow, there lived a little bear named Teddy with his animal friends. Teddy was playful and beloved by everyone, but sometimes he fabricated stories just to make others laugh. One day, while Teddy was walking in the forest, he met his friend the deer. The deer was known for his honesty and trustworthiness, and everyone trusted him. Teddy said excitedly,
"Dear, yesterday I spotted a river of honey behind the big hill."
The deer was surprised and asked,
Really, are you sure?
Teddy laughed and said,
"I'm just kidding. There's no honey river. I just wanted to see your reaction."
The deer smiled. But he felt sad because Teddy hadn't been honest. Then he gently said,
Teddy, if you're not honest, others might not believe you when you really need help.
Teddy shrugged his shoulders and didn't care much about what the deer said. The next day, while Teddy was playing near the river, he saw a big shadow behind the trees. It was a hungry wolf coming closer. Teddy felt scared and ran to his friends, shouting.
"There's a wolf! A wolf is trying to catch me!"
But the animals hesitated to believe him, since he was known for joking and making up stories. The deer came closer and asked,
Is this another joke, Teddy?
Teddy quickly shook his head and said in fear,
"No, this time I'm telling the truth."
The deer looked into Teddy's eyes, then decided to believe him. He quickly gathered the other animals, and with the help of the elephants and monkeys, they managed to scare away the wolf and save Teddy. Once everyone was safe again, Teddy felt ashamed and said,
"I realize now that honesty is important, and I was wrong not to be truthful. I promise from now on to always tell the truth."
The deer smiled and said,
That's wonderful, Teddy. Trust and honesty bring us closer to our friends.
and from that day on, Teddy became an honest bear and lived happily with his friends in the beautiful forest. The end. The Adventures of Teddy and Deer. Near the lake. In the heart of the forest, filled with tall trees and blooming flowers, Teddy and Deer were close friends who spent their time playing and exploring. On a sunny day, the two friends decided to go to the little lake to enjoy the beautiful weather. Teddy carried a jar full of delicious golden honey, while Deer brought a bag of fresh walnuts. When they arrived at the lake, they began to play and run around happily. After a while, they sat under a shady tree. Teddy opened his jar of honey and Deer started cracking the walnuts. Teddy said while eating the honey.
"This honey is so delicious."
Deer replied while enjoying his snack.
And the walnuts are tasty and crunchy.
Suddenly they heard someone crying. They looked around and saw Bunny, the little rabbit, sitting alone under a bush, looking very sad. Teddy gently asked,
"What's wrong, Bunny? Why do you look so sad?"
Bunny answered in a soft voice,
I was gathering some carrots to eat. but while I was hopping around, I fell into the water. They got ruined, and now I have no food left.
Teddy looked at Deer and they both smiled. Then Teddy said,
Why don't you eat with us? We have delicious honey.
And we also have crunchy walnuts. Food tastes even better when shared with friends.
Bunny was overjoyed and sat next to his two friends, tasting the honey and eating the walnuts happily. He soon forgot his sorrow and realized that the greatest joy in life is sharing what we have with loved ones. The Adventures of Teddy and Deer. The Day the Butterflies Disappeared. On a beautiful morning, Teddy woke up to the cheerful chirping of the birds, but he noticed something strange. There were no butterflies fluttering around the flowers like usual. He quickly ran to his friend Deer.
Dear, have you noticed the butterflies are gone? I haven't seen a single one today.
Yes, that's really strange. Butterflies love the forest. Why would they leave? We need to find out what happened.
Teddy and Deer walked through the forest, searching for any trace of the butterflies. They arrived at the green meadow where the butterflies always used to fly, but instead they found the place covered in garbage.
Oh no, how can the butterflies find food if the flowers are covered in trash?
That's the reason. The wilted flowers don't give nectar, and the butterflies can't live here anymore.
Teddy began picking up the garbage into a big bag. Deer used his hooves to clear the dirty leaves off the flowers. The birds came to help carry the small things away. And even Milo the squirrel brought some seeds to plant new flowers. After hours of teamwork, the meadow regained its beauty, full of bright flowers. The next morning, Teddy and Deer returned to the meadow, and as soon as they arrived, they saw dozens of butterflies fluttering happily.
The butterflies are back. We did it.
When we keep the forest clean, life returns again.
And from that day on, Teddy, Deer, and their friends became guardians of nature. They made sure the forest stayed clean so the butterflies, birds, and all animals could live happily. The end. The Adventures of Teddy and Deer. No water in the forest. On one hot summer day, Teddy woke up to the blazing rays of the sun. He stepped out from his home between the trees to drink some water, but found that the little river he drank from every day had almost dried up. Only a small pool of water remained, barely enough for the little birds.
I have to tell Deer, this is a big problem.
He ran toward his friend Deer, who was standing near a tree looking for a cool, shady spot.
Deer, Dear, the river is drying up. What are we going to do? All the animals need water.
All the animals need water. We have to find a solution. The smaller animals won't survive this drought.
The two friends decided to go on a journey to find a new water source. They walked through the trees and climbed a small hill, searching for any sign of water. Suddenly, Teddy noticed some birds flying in the same direction, as if they knew a secret path.
Dear, let's follow the birds. Maybe they're heading toward water.
Great idea, Teddy. Let's go.
They followed the birds until they reached a faraway valley, where they discovered a small spring flowing gently from between the rocks. The water was flowing gently, but it failed to reach the rest of the forest.
If we can carefully guide the water back to the heart of the forest, all the thirsty animals will finally get the water they need to survive.
Let's use branches and stones to make a little path to lead the water to the dry river.
The two friends got to work, and soon other animals joined them. The squirrels brought branches, the hedgehogs dug through the soil, and the birds helped spread the news. After hours of teamwork, the water began to slowly flow toward the forest. When the first drops reached the dry river, the animals cheered and jumped for joy. Everyone drank until they were refreshed and happy. The animals thanked Teddy and Deer for their efforts and held a small celebration by the river, which had come back to life.
We did it, Teddy. The forest is safe now.
Yes, dear. When we work together, nothing is impossible.
The flood that brought friends. On a warm spring morning, Teddy was watering his flowers, while Deer was gracefully hopping between the trees, singing his favorite song. Suddenly, they heard a strange sound, followed by the slow, tired footsteps of someone approaching.
Dear, look over there.
It was a family of turtles walking slowly, their faces full of sadness. The father, the mother, and three little ones carrying some belongings.
Hello. What happened?
We used to live near the big river, but yesterday a sudden flood came. The water rose quickly and swept away our homes. We had to leave in a hurry, and now we're looking for a safe place.
It's okay, friends. We will help you, so don't be sad.
And so the adventure of helping began. Teddy and Deer led the turtle family into the forest, searching for a new home. They passed by an open field, but it was too hot under the sun.
It's very hot.
Then they passed by the side of a dark cave, but the little ones felt too scared. And finally they found a peaceful spot near a small stream, under thick trees, no rushing waters, no dangers, just safety and calm. The turtle family was overjoyed, and the friends immediately got to work. Teddy gathered wood and began building a small hut. Deer brought soft tree leaves, fruits, and some flowers to decorate the new home. The turtles helped patiently despite their slowness, singing a little song about hope.
A happy start, a brand new life. Together we play, no trouble, no strife. A strong friendship that never ends. Thank you, my sweet friends too. I'm so happy to be with you.
In the evening, everyone held a welcoming party under the big tree. The animals from the forest came, bringing food, laughter, and joy.
We thought the flood had taken everything from us. But today we gained new friends and a new place to live.
In our forest, no one is ever left alone.
The adventures of Teddy and Deer, the chase of the naughty pigs. On a sunny morning, Teddy woke up feeling delightfully hungry and full of a sweet wish.
Today, I will make the delicious honey cake, just like my grandmother used to make.
He put on his striped apron, took out the big mixing bowl.
I just need the jars of honey from behind the house.
Teddy happily ran to the place where the honey jars were stored, behind the hollow tree trunk. But suddenly he stopped, and his eyes widened with astonishment. The jars disappeared. Nothing remained except some drops of honey and wide hoof prints on the mud.
Impossible. Who could have stolen the honey, and why would they do such a thing?
Teddy ran quickly to his friend Deer, finding him turning over stones near his house in confusion.
Dear, my honey has been stolen. Has anything happened at your place?
Yes, all the walnuts I gathered for the cold days disappeared, and my house is turned upside down.
A minute later, Eric arrived panting despite his usual slowness.
The fruits, all stolen from the big basket in front of my house.
There are hoof prints at my place. I think we know who did this.
The naughty pigs. They have come back again to cause chaos.
The friends decided to catch the thieves. They carefully followed the tracks until they led them to a dark valley deep in the forest, where they saw a scene that angered them greatly. The pigs were laughing and fighting over eating the honey, walnuts, and fruits in a noisy celebration.
They have gone too far. We must stop them before they steal the whole forest.
We will set a trap for them, using what they love, food.
The friends gathered some remaining fruits and placed them on a clear path leading to a huge net made of vines. As soon as the pigs started following the scent, they fell into the trap and rolled around helplessly inside.
Enough! This forest is not yours, and we will not allow any more stealing.
Leave immediately, and you will not be allowed to return.
The pigs tried to escape and apologize, but it was useless. The forest animals decided to drive them away and accompanied them to the edge of the valley, where they left muttering angrily. At the end of the day, Teddy sat in his small kitchen, mixing honey into the dough while smiling.
The honey cake will be tastier when we make it in a peaceful forest, with friends and all the honey.
And without hungry pigs.
Adventures of Teddy and Deer. Jojo's funny pranks. On a sunny morning in the beautiful forest, kind Teddy was preparing a basket of honey to share with his friend Deer. Deer arrived, hopping happily.
Good morning, Teddy. Is the honey ready?
Of course. Today we'll have a great time with Eric.
But behind the trees, mischievous little Jojo the hedgehog was planning some funny pranks. While Teddy went to get the spoons, Jojo sneaked in and added salt to the honey. When Deer tasted it,
Whoo, the honey is salty.
when Eric the turtle arrived, he found a hat hanging on a branch. He picked it up, and a balloon popped out and lifted the hat into the air. Eric exclaimed in surprise,
Am I flying?
It was so funny.
It's mealtime. I'm so hungry. I've been flying around all day.
Where's the food? I'm sure I left it right here.
I think I heard a sound.
It seems there's something behind the tree.
The friends approached the tree. What is that? It's Jojo hiding behind the tree, standing right next to the food basket. So it was you. You're such a cheeky little one, Jojo.
We totally caught you, Jojo, the prank master.
I was just joking. I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
Oh wow, that was super funny. I want to try the hat. Let's blast off to space. Yay!
You got way too excited, dear. It's mealtime. Let's eat together, Jojo.
What do you think of this prank, Jojo?
That was a funny and tasty prank.
They all sat around the real basket full of honey and fruits laughing together. They knew that laughing is super fun, but it's even better when you share it with your friends and family.
What a snowy, sparkly day. Nothing beats a cup of hot chocolate.
We challenge you to a snowball fight. If you lose, we'll take all your winter snacks. The handsome, mighty pigs.
A challenge from the pigs? Who do they think they are? It's team up time.
Hot chocolate coming right up, friends.
So, the pigs are really challenging us, huh? Snow fort here. Big snowball stash here.
Deer and I will guard the fort. Monkey and Bunny, you're on attack. You're lightning fast. Eric, you're our spy.
Yes, Captain. Ready and steady. My friends, they're coming.
Go, dear, to your stations. Charge into battle. Attack!
This.
Clear the snow from the fort. Faster!
We're gonna beat you.
The mighty snowball.
Time for the mega snowball. Go, dear.
Smart move, Teddy. But we'll be back.
Boss, you totally blew it. They're way smarter than you.
Are you calling me dumb?
Yes, boss.
Hooray, we won.
Best victory ever. Can I come down from this tree now?
Victory marshmallows are the best.
That was one epic battle. And the marshmallows are delicious.
Next time, we're building the biggest snow fort ever.